Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to the Raising Amazing Tween Girls Show. I'm Lisa Tony with Girl Tribe Nation, where we absolutely love tween girls and the moms who are raising them. We are all about teaching these fabulous young women how to be smart, healthy, brave, and find a whole lot more happy as they go through puberty. You guys, it is here, our first episode. Woo woo, get excited. I know I sure am. Hey, are there any mamas out there looking for a little love as they raise their tween girls? Well, stay with us. You're not alone. Girl Tribe Nation believes raising amazing tween girls is not only possible, but it's happening. These girls between the ages of 9 and 12 are smack dab in that awkward, hard place of moving from being kids to young women. They are caught right in the middle of being kids and teenagers, so they get this awesome name, tweens. They're right between two worlds. Girl Tribe Nation is all about connecting moms and their tween daughters to help their girls learn how to make wise life decisions. We help moms teach their girls how to build an intentional life they love, one decision at a time. And as they board that puberty train, we've got you covered with all you need to know to raise girls to be smart, healthy, brave, and live with a whole lot more happy. Do you remember all those unsure, awkward, confused, out of place, and a little bit scared feelings that come with puberty? Well, hey, maybe your daughter is also just beginning that journey. There are so many changes that are happening as they begin to take those first steps out of childhood towards adulthood. Sometimes it is so overwhelming. Maybe they just want to disappear and hide. But I want your tween to feel seen, to feel known and loved and equipped for this new phase of life. Now, if you've got one of these fabulous people in your life, you are not alone. There's a lot of them. The number of tweens in the United States is projected to hit 23 million children this year. Half of them are girls, so we're talking 11.5 million girls taking those first steps to move from childhood to adulthood. Do you remember when she took her first steps? It doesn't seem that long ago, does it? You cheered her on every step of the way. You took video, you took pictures, you posted it, you blew up grandma's phone. First steps are kind of a big deal. Well, tween first steps into adulthood, they are too. And she still needs you to cheer her on. But maybe not post as much as you did about those first steps. Now, just in case you need more than your double shot of espresso to help you navigate these, let's just call them interesting years, Girl Tribe Nation has got you covered. If your little sweetheart has started to get a little more sarcastic, dives into sullen silences, and throws some well-placed eye rolls your way, and has started to say, "Mom," like you have the plague, you may have just hit the world of tween girl. Hormones have been unleashed and things are a-changin'. Parenting has a whole new set of challenges, but also some great new opportunities to encourage and guide your girl. Now, I know it's tempting to hunker down and just try to survive these next few years. Maybe just close your eyes like you're on a scary roller coaster ride and hold on tight and wait for it to be over. Do you ever do that? I do. But if you do that, you are going to miss out on one of the most vital times in her life that she needs you to help guide her. Now, Girl Tribe Nation is there to help you keep your eyes open for the whole tween ride and give you someone to hold on to. These are golden moments. These are golden moments that we're excited about equipping you for as her mom. These Raising Amazing Tween Girl episodes are going to be a very special opportunity to grab those golden moments and breathe life into them. We're going to cover all the topics related to making wise decisions in a complicated world and help you break them down so that you can help her understand her choices and ultimately help her create a life that she loves, rather than fall into one that's accidentally full of heartache. All right, does that sound good? You ready? Well, I'm your host, Lisa Tony. I'm the wife of one brave man and the mother of 4 super awesome human beings, 2 boys and 2 girls. We have 4 chickens and 1 gecko, just to keep things interesting. We live in sunny Southern California in a little town you may have heard of called Los Angeles. That's right, the city of angels. I know, there's a lot of traffic, people, and smog. But hey, we've also got incredible sunshine, palm trees, and surfing. It's not for everyone, but we like it. Now, I originally grew up in Michigan, and I lived there until I went to school in Indiana. So I have got a whole lot of Midwest still in me. You can take the girl out of the Midwest, but you can't take the Midwest out of the girl. Now, I moved out here to go to grad school and fell captive to the glorious sun, surf, and sand, and never looked back. Actually, I do look back, and we take our family back to Michigan every summer to enjoy that famous Midwest hospitality, enjoy family, and play hard in the beautiful lakes of Michigan. We love going, but we always end up coming back, even though we're tempted to stay. Work, school, and life calls us back to LA. So we still escape those snowy winters, much to my kids' regret. They're pretty sure that life in Michigan during winter would mean an endless supply of hot cocoa and marshmallows. Well, my oldest daughter is in middle school, and my younger three are still in elementary school. My oldest daughter is named Zoe, my youngest daughter is named Eden, and I have two boys right in the middle, Gus and Pax. I've been married to the same great guy, Carl, for 17 years. He's a professor and lover of books, ideas, and sailing. I've worked with women in a nonprofit organization for 20 years now, and have had a window seat into their lives and the decisions they've made that have shaped them. And I've always been passionate about advocating for women. I believe in them, I champion them, I write books and speak all over the country, motivating and inspiring them. And I think being female is a pretty awesome gift. And I was beyond thrilled when I was given the gift of birthing 2 daughters. Now don't worry, I deeply love my boys too, but this show, well, this is for the girls. I created Girl Tribe Nation and the Raising Amazing Tween Girls show to offer simple, strategic, and actionable steps for moms and their tween girls to navigate this complicated world. The world of the tween girl has a lot of moving parts. It's hard to stay on top of them all. Lots of changes are happening internally and externally. While hormones have activated a whole host of physical changes happening inside her body. She's trying to figure out transitioning from elementary to middle school, homework increases, extracurricular activities increase, responsibilities increase, emotions increase. But so are the dangers that they're exposed to. These increase as well. Tweens face a lot of pressures, exposure, and invitations to dangerous behaviors. Drugs, sex, alcohol, vaping, porn, social media, suicide, depression, abortions, cutting, bulimia, anorexia. It all starts to hit during the tween years. Peer pressure is strong among tweens. This is the age when they will just start learning about the dangers of the world. And there can be many myths circulating in middle school hallways. They are definitely lurking online, running rampant on social media, and even finding their way into some educational curriculum. Girl Tribe Nation, we won't buy into the lies. We believe that we can teach girls to be wise. We can raise girls to have self-control and honor and wisdom and strong identities, honest character, kindness, generosity, virtue, quality life, full of healthy relationships to reach their dreams. Tweens are starting to grow up, but they are not grown-ups. Letting your tween just figure it all out on her own is asking for heartbreak, and often an accidental life rather than a well-thought-out one. Tweens' frontal cortex in their brain, the decision-making part of their brain, it's not fully developed yet, and nor will it be until they are well into their 20s. That's a whole lot of time that they have to navigate some really big issues that could alter their lives. This means they need guidance and direction from you more now than ever. Tweens are not sure who they are, and so they try out many different personas. Identity becomes a difficult one to navigate because there is a lot of pressure from this world to identify with famous people and images on social media and even public causes that target kids. All of these things are in our culture feel like shifting sands beneath our feet, and it's hard to get a good firm footing. It's easy to fall into a sinkhole or end up in quicksand that you didn't see coming. And that is why she needs you, now more than ever. You know her, you love her, you're invested in her life for the long haul. You want the best for her. She can trust you. I know she's starting to lean more into her friends, but trust me, she still needs her mom. She is listening, even when you don't think she is. And she's watching you. And this pressure and changes, they're hard on our girls. But let's be real here too. It's hard on mamas too. Can I get an amen? That mother-daughter relationship is so very special. It can also be so very hard. I feel ya. Moms have an incredible opportunity to help these tween girls walk through those challenges. But here's the things. Sometimes we get busy and we don't stop to have those conversations that they need. Sometimes we just don't know what to say. And sometimes we just feel paralyzed because maybe we made some bad choices back in the day and we don't really want to dredge all that back up. I hear you. That's a whole lot of reality and honestly, some valid reasons. But we have to push past them to invest in our girls. We have this precious window right now, and they need to be our priorities. And Girl Tribe Nation wants to be here to support you. So this show is going to give you encouragement and intentional focus that will help you stay engaged and intentional with this relationship so that you can mentor your girl through the maze of the shifting sands of our culture. We want to teach you how to help your girl reverse engineer her life rather than stumbling accidentally into a life that is far from her ideal. Girl Tribe Nation has 4 core values that we wrap all of our content around. We believe that girls are smart, healthy, brave, and can have a whole lot of happy. So over the next few weeks, we'll dive into these areas and talk about ways that you can help her establish her identity and give her a foundation that will help her to make wise decisions for her life, both now and in the future. So for all those mamas out there raising tween girls, we've got you covered. We girls, we've got to stick together to raise the next generation of women to be smart, healthy, brave, and happy. It is our opportunity, it is our responsibility, and it is our privilege. But hey, we all need a little help. Hey, some of us need a whole lot of help along the way. Now, if you're anything like me, you see those pictures pop into your Facebook feed from a few years ago, and I know you are wondering, what happened to your sweet baby girl? It was just a minute ago. She was twirling around in her tutus, splashing in the bathtub, and trying on your shoes. She loved cuddling up on your lap for a story, and those big eyes just adored you. Where did she go? How did we get here so fast? You can see the little girl transforming right before your eyes into a young woman. At least you think she's heading in that direction. It's 1 step forward and 2 steps back some days. Those big eyes now give you big eye rolls, and she wants more space and more independence. Those emotions have turned deep and wide. Has an alien kidnapped your daughter? No, but puberty probably has. The P train, it has arrived, and changing bodies are coming, and with them lots of questions. When will I get my first period? What is a period? Do I have to wear a bra? What is going on with zits? And there is crying. We are not really sure what about, but it is real. There's oily hair, there's stinky bodies. Did I mention the crying? All the feels, and even some that don't have names. Puberty. Some think it is an alien invasion. It's not such a bad analogy. Hormones have invaded her body. It is a completely natural, but quite a different experience than anything she has ever known before. This sexually immature child is beginning the process of transforming into an adult capable of normal reproductive competence. And this requires years of a series of complex hormonal events. Other than being a baby, her body is going to change and grow faster than any other time in her life. The puberty train is a locomotive. For many girls in the developed world, puberty is coming earlier than ever before, with studies showing that on average, puberty is now starting for girls at around 10 years old, at least 5 years earlier than a century ago. The idea that girls are reaching sexual adolescence earlier than ever before is nothing new. For years, researchers have noticed that women are getting their periods earlier and earlier. The average age for menstruation to start is now 13, compared to 16 or 17 at the turn of the last century. They're also starting breast development earlier too, which is the scientific start of puberty. Now, a 2013 longitudinal study showed that in the US, girls on the average start growing breasts at 8.8 years of age if they're African American, and between 9.3 and 9.7 years of age if they're Asian, Hispanic, or white. Now, in girls, hormones target the 2 ovaries, which contain eggs that have been in your girl's body since she was born. The hormones cause the ovaries to start making another hormone called estrogen. Together, these hormones prepare a girl's body to start her period and help her to be able to become pregnant someday. Girls' bodies, they usually become curvier during this time. Their hips are going to get wider and their breasts develop. This just starts with breast buds as some swelling happens under her breasts. Now, sometimes her breasts are going to grow faster one more than the other, but don't worry, it's normal, and this is just all part of puberty and growing up. Now, she's going to start wearing bras, and all of these things are going to start needing to be conversations that you'll have. And the good thing is, if you have them now, then she can know what's going to happen, and she won't fear it as much. So it's important for us moms to be talking about this so that you know how to talk about it with your girl. After all, we don't want her just to survive puberty. We want her to thrive. All right, raise your hand if the puberty train has arrived before you were ready. I know. Here's the thing. It's not just your daughter going through puberty. You are living through puberty with her. So is everyone in your household. So let's make this journey as fun, meaningful, and helpful as possible to her formation to becoming a woman. It's a crazy time to be a tween. Those tender years between 9 and 12. The world is pushing our girls to grow up so fast. Now, I've created a very special cheat sheet for you with this episode, and I think it's going to be something that is going to really help you as you're navigating if your daughter is on the puberty train. You can find it by going to girltribenation.com/puberty train. And it has this awesome puberty checklist that I think you'll love. It has just a list of the different aspects that you can look at in your daughter to see where she is in puberty development. Now, as we start this show, I want to encourage you to subscribe and put some comments below and share it with a friend. I absolutely would love to hear from you. We mamas, we need to stick together. And I'm excited about rallying some like-minded mamas to form a community, a tribe, to raise a generation of girls to be smart, healthy, brave, and happy. Thank you so much for joining us at this episode of Raising Amazing Tween Girls. I can't wait until next time. Bye for now.